Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everybody. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Richa Mataji, when are you ready? You can start, Mataji. I will share the screen.
Sure, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everyone. Let me start with the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayam Namaskritya Narayam Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udrete Naste Prayashu Abhrideshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nastike. Canto 3, Chapter 21, Text 15. Therefore, desiring to marry a girl of like disposition, who may prove to be a veritable cow of plenty in my married life, to satisfy my lustful desire, I too have sought the shelter of your lotus feet, which are the source of everything, for you are like a desire tree. Text 16. O my Lord, you are the master and leader of all living entities. Under your direction, all conditioned souls, as if bound by rope, are constantly engaged in satisfying their desire. Following them, O embodiment of religion, I also bear oblation for you, who are eternal time. Text 17. However, persons who have given up stereotyped worldly affairs and the beastly followers of these affairs, and who have taken shelter of the umbrella of your lotus feet by drinking the intoxicating nectar of your qualities and activities and discussion with one another, can be freed from the primary necessities of the material body. Text 18. Your wheel, which has three naves, rotates around the axis of the imperishable Brahman. It has 13 it has 13 spokes, 360 joints, 6 rims, and numberless leaves carved upon it. Though its revolution cuts short the life span of the entire creation, this wheel of tremendous velocity cannot touch the lifespan of the devotees of the Lord. Text 19. My dear Lord, you alone create the universe, O personality of Godhead, desiring to create these universes. You create them, maintain them, and again wind them by your own energies, which are under the control of your second energy, called Yoga Maya. Just as a spider creates a cobweb by its own energy and again winds it up. Text 20. My dear Lord, although it is not your desire, you manifest this creation of gross and subtle elements just for our sensual satisfaction. Let your causeless mercy be upon us, for you have appeared before us in your eternal form, adorned with a splendid wreath of tulsi leaf. Text 21. I continuously offer my respectful obeisances unto your lotus feet, of which it is worthy to take shelter, because you shower all benedictions on the insignificant, to give all living entities detachment from fruitive activity by realizing you. You have expanded these material worlds by your own energy. Text 22. Maitreya resumed, sincerely extolled in these words Lord Vishnu, shining very beautifully on the shoulders of Garuda, replied with words as sweet as nectar. His eyebrows moved gracefully as he looked at the stage with a smile full of affection. Text 23. The Supreme Lord said, having come to know what was in your mind, I have already arranged for that for which you have worshipped me well through your mental and sensory discipline. Text 24. The Lord continued, my dear Rishi, O leader of the living entities, for those who have served me in devotion by worshipping me, especially persons like you who have given up everything unto me, there is never any question of frustration. Text 25. The Emperor Swayambhuma, Manu, the son of Lord Brahma, who is well known for his righteous acts, has his seat in Brahma Vrata and rules over the earth with its 7 oceans. Text 26. The day after tomorrow, O Brahman, that celebrated emperor, who is expert in religious activities, will come here with his queen Satrup, wishing to see you. Text 27. He has a grown up daughter whose eyes are black. She is ready for marriage and she has good character and all good qualities. She is also searching for a good husband. My dear sir, her parents will come to see you, who are exactly suitable for her, just to deliver their daughter as your wife. Text 28. That princess, O holy sage, will be just the type you have been thinking of in your heart for all those long years. She will soon be yours and will serve you to your heart's content. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you so much, Richamate. Hare Krishna. Yeah, Himanshu, Prabhu, whenever you're ready, you can start, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, dear devotee. Let me offer the prayers. Om Gyan Trimandasya Gyananjanachalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashati Tishatarani Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhuji, you want to share or should I share my screen?
Pardon, Prabhuji?
Prabhuji, you want to share the screen or should I? Let me share my Prabhuji.
Yeah, I can
Just
share or you can share. What are you looking?
I can share, Prabhuji.
Sure, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Prabhuji, the screen is visible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Hare Krishna, dear devotee. Thank you for joining the class today. And thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak today. Today we are going to discuss the Canto 3, Chapter 21, the chapter name, the conversation between the Kradamba Muni and Swayambhuva Manu. Until now, what we have read, like how how inquiry is happening between Kradamba, how inquiry is happening between the Maitreya Muni and Vidura inquired about now how Brahma has created this universe, and then first he discussed about like from Swayambhuva Manu how the Varha avatar came, Shwet Varha, and then Neel Varha in the Chakshusha Manu, how all those Varha appear, and then how Hiranyakashipu demons got killed. Then the earth got restored because Swayambhuva Manu was not sure how to create the progeny because the earth was in the Garbhodakshara ocean. Then when conversation went to Chakshusha Manu about Neel Varha and Bhakta Varha and how he killed Hiranyakashipu, then it come back because Vidura asked again how Brahma created the universe when Shvetavara restored the earth into the orbit. Then Brahma creation was explained by Maitreya Muni. We heard in the last class, and then yesterday. Now from here onwards, Maitreya Muni will talk about the Swayambhuva Manu, how the lineage of the Swayambhuva Manu from here till I think Canto 5, and because Swayambhuva Manu has as Prabhuji mentioned yesterday, three daughters like Prasuti, Akuti, and I think Dehavuti, and two sons, Priyavarta Maharaj and Uttapat Maharaj. And so now from this chapter, is talk about Grasta life of the Kradamba Muni and Dehavuti, who's a daughter of the Swayambhuva Manu, and so till now we have seen like how Kradamba Muni has done the austerity of 10,000 years of austerity, and then he was sitting doing the all devotional austerity and near to the Saraswati river, and then he kind of praying for the Lord, and then Lord appear and he's glorifying the Lord. That's what we heard till now, correct? So now in the text 15, it's talk about that Kadamba Muni is saying that I am very fortunate, because every person, if he's doing the devotional life, he will become fortunate. He will able to experience the Lord. So that's what Kadamba Muni is saying, that I am so fortunate that I am able to see your form, and you are a pure sattva. I mean, because whenever Lord always descend in his personal form with a pure of a goodness. And our eyes, our intent of our eyesight, what is that? Like to see the glorious form of the Lord. That's how that is the ultimate goal of our eyes. And when Kadamba Muni see the Lord beautiful form, that's what he is trying to express himself, that his eyesight is seeing his beautiful form, has got the ultimate objective of his life. And then he further glorified. And a similar glorification of Lord has been given in the Venu Geet, when gopis, were glorifying the Lord in the beautiful songs. And Kadamba Muni was saying, like, who will, by seeing your form, what he's saying, like, who will pray for you for the material desire? All over those fools who will pray for that, they are all, doing nonsense. In Prabhupada's word, it's all nonsense if they are, praying for you for some material benefit. And but what Kadamba Muni said, like, but I perform the similar benefit for a similar material desire. I am also part of those fools who is looking for, because Kadamba Muni got two instructions. One is a primary instruction, that's why he was doing the 10,000 years of penitence, because he want to get into the devotional life. But another instruction, second instruction, got by the Brahma, where he needs to do the progeny. He needs to do that is the reason why he wants to come into the Grihastha life, and he want to get married. So that's why Kadamba Muni, desiring in his heart, like while glorifying that lot of materialistic people, they are very unfortunate, like when they pray to you for a material benefit. But I am also in one of them, because I have that instruction from my father, because I need to do the creation and progeny. But what Kadamba Muni is looking for in text 15, the main keyword is a like disposition. So Kadamba Muni is looking for a wife who is a similar kind, with same characteristic, good quality, possesses good qualities, spiritual qualities. Because as we heard in the yesterday, Krishna Venu Prabhu explained, like Devahuti is also having a very yogic qualities, and Kadamba Muni is also great rishi, great yogi. So now Kadamba Muni is looking for a wife who can who can elevate him into also spiritual life and also in the material life, and so that he can produce a good progeny. So in the material world also, we need to understand from the Kadamba Muni example, when we need to marry, like our parents, usually in the Vedic age, parents look for a son and daughter for their wife and husband for their son and daughter, correct? They look for it. And that's how in the Vedic age, like because the parents look based on the character of the person, they look based on their son or daughter character or qualities. They try to look for same mental status girl, like like-minded girl, and based on that they marry. And that's how the marriages goes very long. And in that way marriages last long. And then marriages nowadays, what is happening in the Kali Yuga, most of the marriages, young and boy, they find themselves for their choices based on they don't look the qualities and good character. What they look for, by the look they attract, and then trying to satisfy their sex desire. And when the sex desire got satisfied, then they get into the divorce. So that's what it's happening in but we need to learn from the Kadamba Muni example, like how Kadamba Munis want to do, because he was following the instruction of his father. He want to do the progeny, he want to produce a good child. That's why he's looking for a like-minded, like disposition wife for him. So that is what is in the text 15. And text 16, Kadamba Muni is again, saying that you are glorifying the Lord with his prayers, that you are the master of all the living being. Everyone, is kind of a depend on your mercy. Nobody is, bereft of your mercy. Everyone, you help, you fulfill the desire of the materialistic people. You fulfill the desire of the materialistic people for wealth, for liberated people, for yogis, if they pray to you, then you fulfill their desire for liberation, and for devotees, for pure devotion. You fulfill the desire for the conditioned soul and the pure devotee. Everyone you serve equally. So, and then here Prabhupada is mentioning like Shuka. Shuka means that Lord is the religion of, leader of the religion, and religion means the instruction of the Lord. And so if person is not ready, basically we need to understand, if person is not ready for, devotional life, then he can follow the, Vedic rules and regulation described in the Vedic rules and regulation, and he can, still find the ultimate goal of the life. He follow the one ashram system, and based on the one ashram system, there are Vedic rules and regulations are defined. He can follow, but the growth of the devotee, like growth of that person coming to the devotional life, going back to Godhead, it takes time, because that process is, as Bhagavad Gita also mentioned, it's not a direct path. It's an indirect path, but definitely it provides the purification. So by that process also, one can elevate to the higher status of life, but it takes time. In text 17, let me go here. In text 17, Lokamscha Loka Anugatam Pashumcha means here what Kadama Muni is saying to Lord, like there are many lokams, means materialistic people, and then the follower of the materialistic people. They are living the animalistic life. And Hitwa, whoever give away this kind of mentality and this kind of lifestyle, they definitely surrender to the Charana Atpataram. They will surrender to your lotus feet, and your lotus feet will act like an umbrella, and they will take a surrender onto your lotus feet. And then Parashparam means such devotee will talk, when they will, associate, they will talk about your glories, your activities, your quality, Twadguna, your qualities, and they will get intoxicated under the nectar of that glorification of your qualities. Piyusha means nectar, Shidhu means intoxication. Niryapita Deha Dharma. And in that way, when they become intoxicated of your glorification of your qualities, because they have taken the surrender of your lotus feet, and that is act like an umbrella, and that will protect from them from all the materialistic things. And in that way, they can get away from the bondage of the material world, from the birth and death life cycle. It's a samsara cycle. So that's how they will get away. So here Prabhupada is saying, like, animalistic life is like, the people who are living, materialistic people are living the animalistic life, means they are doing the eating, dating, and mating and defending, eating, mating, defending, and sleeping. The 4 activity they are doing. And what materialistic people are doing, they are also living the same kind of life, because they don't have any kind of a goal in the life. They are, running behind the money. They are running behind, day to day for karmi activity, all the things, and they just trying to enjoy the fruit of those karma. And then, but their desire never satisfied. And that's Prabhupada compared that life is just like an animalistic life. But in order to ready for a devotional life, we should follow the rules and regulation. Such people can also elevate if they follow the rules and regulation. But the unfortunate situation of this Kali Yuga, they don't want to follow that rules and regulation defined in the Veda. They don't want to even read Vedas also. They are just living animal propensity of life, just enjoying their senses. But while devotee objective is to satisfy the senses of the Lord. That's how he gets the satisfaction of his senses. His senses can only be satisfied when the Lord senses. He's dedicated his life for the senses, satisfaction of the senses of the Lord, serving the lotus feet of the Lord. That's how he will get satisfied. So in the next verse, text 18, the wheel of the Lord disc has been described here. So here, I was comparing this verse. I read recently one lecture from Amreen Prabhu, where he was telling, as sun rises and sunset. So what had happened when we look at it, takes away the life, one day of our life. So think about, sun has a million billions of straw, and it suck up the life of a materialistic people when it's set. And when we talk about a devotee, sun, suck the life, but what it does for devotee, it will take one day closer to the Lord. because then devotee will get one day closer to the Lord. They will ready, for going back to Godhead. Not one less day to go back to Godhead. But for a materialistic life, materialistic people, sun will suck up their life, and they will, going to the, near to their death, and then they will entangle to the birth and death life cycle. So that's what I thought I could relate this verse. So we need to understand our greatest danger of our life is, transmigration, because everybody in the material world is scared. A lot of scientists is working to in how can they enlarge the life, what they are doing, a lot of research, how can they, enlarge the lifespan, how can they avoid the unavoidable death. But they are trying a lot of research, different scientific theory they are trying to do. They are doing different, a heart transplant, lot of surgeries, but they did not get us successful, because when the Lord has given everyone a limited time, and human form is very rare to attain. And when we have a human form and we are wasting like that, we are so unfortunate. And Lord has unwillingly created this material world, because a lot of fallen soul want to, enjoy this, enjoy independent of Lord. They want to enjoy this material world. That's why unwillingly Lord created this material world, because of the fallen souls. He unwillingly created, and then now we are lording over the material nature, and we did not. But we know, like all the materialistic people know, like there is a transmigration will happen, death will come. But even though they are so much engrossed, deluded, bewildered by this Maya Shakti, they are intoxicated, I would say, and they are trying to enjoy and trying to lord it over the material nature. They are not tired and not exhausted. In the text 19, Pradama Muni is saying, that you are the only creator, you are the only maintainer, Lord, you are the only annihilator of this material world. And then Prabhupada compare, that this analogy of the Lord creation, maintenance, and destroy, annihilation process with the spider. How a spider create the cobweb with the saliva, and then certain period of time cobweb play, spider play in that cobweb, and then later on, once the play is completed, the spider will, wind up that cobweb. So similarly, Lord creates, maintain, and destroy, and different activity happen. So when spider is not impersonal, spider is present, then we are talking about the creation of this whole manifestation, maintenance of this whole manifestation, and then annihilation. So then how can we say, like, Lord is impersonal? So that theory what the Mayavadi is giving, it's totally unnecessary theory. We should not believe, because when spider cannot be impersonal, because spider does the same activity. So how can Lord be? Because Lord is Satchidananda Vigraha. He is full of bliss, full of eternity, and full of knowledge. And the Lord is the one who fulfills the desire of his devotee. And basically, Lord fulfills the desire of all people, even materialistic people also. And in text 20, if we'll see, text 20, Pradama Muni is saying, you are the causeless, your causeless mercy is upon us. Everyone, whoever doing the sense enjoyment, they come to this material world and they are enjoying, and you give this opportunity for them so that they can satisfy their senses in this material world. And then you have a desire that they will, one they will exhausted, one day they will get my mercy, they will wake up and they will start they will start recalling them, remembering you, and then they will come back to the Lord. So that is why Lord has created this material world, so that all these fallen souls will, enjoy independently, and down the line when they will, exhaust with that enjoyment, they will come back to me. They will come back to the Lord. They will come back to the Lord by, following the Vedas regulation, then they following the devotional path, and they will find a way to come back to the Lord. That's the hope Lord has created this. With this hope, he created this material world. And Lord, Prabhupada says, Lord always descend in his personal form, or sometimes he sent his sons, or, like a Prabhupada, or, Vyasadeva in different form, to cultivate these fallen souls, and so that they can help Lord to bring them back to Godhead, so that they can come back to, Lord Edu. In text 21, Kadamba Muni is again, glorifying the lotus feet of the Lord here. He's saying, Lord, award, everyone's all kind of benediction, as men propose, Lord dispose. Lord, in Bhagavad Gita also we say like, ye yathamam prapadyante, correct? In whatever way a devotee surrender to the Lord, the same way Lord reciprocate. So man propose and Lord dispose, correct? So Lord can dispose to all kind of, devotees. That's why we say Lord is a Kama Varsham. Kama Varsham means our Lord is a fountainhead or fulfiller of the desire of, of all the materialistic people or devotee. Because this Kama Varsham word is very significant, Prabhupada has mentioned, because Lord fulfill everyone's desire, whoever approaching. It doesn't matter whether it's a person is a materialistic person or if he is a yogi or he is a devotee. Lord try to fulfill everyone's desire based on their adhikar. And in the Vedanta Sutra, we say, those who have attempt to, be happy in this material world, Lord, and those who have given up the attempt to in this material world, they will definitely go back to Godhead, and they can, by inquiring about the absolute truth. That's what, it mentioned. And in text 22, Maitreya Muni said now that sincerely exalted souls in this world, in text 22, Maitreya Muni resumed, sincerely extolled in these words, the Lord Vishnu shining very beautifully. So basically now Maitreya Muni is saying that Lord is replying with a sweet nectarious word. Vachasa means word, and I think Amritena means nectarious word. And when Lord was talking, his eyebrows were gracefully, he was moving his eyebrow. And when he's replying, and Lord was, sitting on the shoulder of Garuda. So basically here Maitreya Muni is explaining Vidura how Lord was, when Lord was trying to reply, how Lord was looking, how he was face expression looked like, and how his word was so nectarious. So we need to understand this Vachasha Amritena is a very significant word, because whenever Lord never talk anything materialistic word, Lord always talk from the transcendental world. So his speech is also transcendental. Belongs from the transcendental world. He appear in the transcendental form, and then there is no effect of anything material energies like any material guna onto the Lord, because Lord control all these gunas. So Prabhupada explained in the purport of the glorification of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Prabhupada mentioned whoever chant 24x7 this Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare mantra with enthusiasm, and then he will get more and more attracted to this Mahamantra, and he will never feel exhausted like any mundane song. Like if many person is repeating the same song again and again, he will feel exhausted, he'll get bored, he will not feeling like, repeating that. But these Lord names, Lord is sitting always present in the name of the Lord, correct? So then these Lord name, we can never be exhausted. We can always be inclined towards chanting the Lord name, because we get the purification and we get the more and more attraction towards the Lord's name. That's what Prabhupada explained. In the 23rd and 24th text, Lord replied to the Kadamba Muni. As Kadamba Muni was having a desire of a good wife, but till now he did not express to it. And because he did the severe penances of 10,000 years of devotional penances or devotional, sacrifices he did. So Sri Bhagwan Uvacha in this verse, what Kadamba Muni is hearing the Lord first time. That Lord said, I know your desire, whatever you are desiring. You are looking for a like-minded wife. Don't worry, I have already granted your desire. And that's how Lord replied to Kadamba Muni. So we need to understand the principle that Lord is sitting in everyone's heart as a Paramatma. And we have heard many times in Prabhupada purport like in the branch of a tree, there are two birds sitting, correct? So Lord is, super soul is sitting, Lord is sitting as a Paramatma and soul. And Lord is always witnessing as a Paramatma to the all activity of the soul. So Sarvasya Chaham Hiti Sani Vishtu. So Lord is sitting and witnessing all activity is being performed by the soul. And that's how, when we, come to the death, correct, near to our death, then, any materialistic people, when the Yamraj will come, he has everything, all things, whatever we did, we may forget. Lord knows our past, present, future, all our desire, activity, everything and anything about us. But we may forget what we have, eaten in lunch yesterday. We don't remember. We are so fallen. Our memory, we were so fallen. We don't remember anything. And what we talk about past and past lives, what we talk about our past activities, we don't remember anything. We don't remember our, what we did last 1 hour back, we don't remember. So Lord remember everything because he's sitting. So that's why in this case, Lord, without even Kradama Muni expressing his desire, Lord understood the desire of the Kradama Muni because he understands desire of his devotees. So he never, disappoint, sincere devotee. And, whoever is performing the devotional service, Lord definitely, fulfill his desire. Lord take care of his devotee because Lord's devotee never perish. In text 24, Lord continued here, Lord, that, oh, my dear Rishi, there is no question of frustration because whenever we, desire anything from the Lord, so we need not to frustrated here because Lord fulfill the desire. Because devotee of the Lord will never, feel like his desires are not fulfilled. If it may be sooner or later, the Lord will fulfill the desire based on the time, place, circumstances, because Lord understands what is good for us, what is bad for us. Lord understands this. So here Prabhupada explained two kinds of desires, like we have a sakama and akama. Sakama means when a person is having a desire with a material benefit, and akama is a desire for a spiritual benefit. So we can understand from our Shastra, there are 4 categories of sakama desire. A person who is in the distress, like a Gajendra example, who out of a distress when crocodile was, troubling he's biting his leg, he was out of distress, but the desire was sakama because he was trying to, praying to the Lord so that he can get saved from the crocodile. So that is out of distress. We have a sakama people like who desire for out of, wealth, like example of Dhruva Maharaj. We have people like who desire out of inquisitiveness, sages of Naimisharanya. And then the people who desire out of, wise, then like we can compare them with the Urkumaras. So we need to understand even Sakama or Akama, Lord fulfill everyone's desire based on their karma and their point, time, place, circumstances. Maybe today or day, whenever the day will come, desire will have fulfill if we believe on the Lord. Text 25 talk about now Lord explain the qualities about the Swayambhuva Manu. Because Swayambhuva Manu, Lord has said, like, your desire, because Lord has already arranged the desire for the Kradamba Muni, and he is talking, like he told, like, Swayambhuva Manu is going to come with his wife and daughter a day after tomorrow, and then they are also looking for a, husband for their, daughter, and who, and you are matching those qualities. He's also looking for a great sage. So Lord is, giving that I already arranged the marriage for you. I already arranged the wife for you, so you need not to worry about. Now here, Lord is explaining the glorification of the Swayambhuva Manu, like he is his great quality, because Swayambhuva Manu was, ruling over the ocean, 7 islands, correct? Like earth. He's, ruling over the earth. And I think there is a Brahmavarta. Brahmavarta is a key word here because Brahmavarta, some people say Brahmavarta is a location near to the Kurukshetra, Prabhupada mentioned it, and some people say Brahmavarta is placed in the Brahmaloka, from where the Swayambhuva Manu was, ruling the earth. And in this, words actually, let me show. I think there are 2 keywords which I remember. Mangala. There is a Mangala keyword and there is a Vikhyata. So Mangala means one who elevated in all respect, correct? Because Swayambhuma Manu was carrying a lot of good qualities. He was ruling the, kingdom. He has a religious, he was a clean, and he was religiously, ruling the, like a Parikshit Maharaj and Yudhishthir Maharaj, the kingdom. And because he was Mangala, that's why his glories was celebrated everywhere. That's why he was Vikhyat, means he was popular. He was Vikhyat all over the place. He was Vikhyat. And then Swayambhuma Manu was coming next day, once the Lord will depart. And in text 26, that, day after tomorrow, Swayambhuma Manu will come with his wife Chatrarupa and, his daughter, and then they will look for the same, person. That's what I already mentioned. Lord is explaining here. Like they are looking for a husband of your qualities, and Dehahuti is, no, Lord will explain the quality of the Dehahuti in the text 27. That Dehahuti has black eyes, and she's also ready for a marriage, and she's possessing a good character, and definitely she is a very compatible for you. Because their parents have a good quality, and Dehahuti also has a lot of yogic, she's also very yogi. She's, I think yesterday Prabhu explained, she's also yogi. And they will come to hand over deliver their daughter to you as your wife. So principle, what we need to understand, like parents, when parents are looking, wife for, their son, or their husband for their daughter, they will look the characters. They will look the, whether the person is spiritual, what kind of quality it possesses, how their family is. But in modern days, all those things have gone. Everything is based on the looks. Now love marriages are in trend, which never last for a prolonged period of time, because it whenever the urge to sex desire, go away, then divorce happen. So now marriages doesn't last long. That's what we need to understand. But Vedic system, girl is given over a suitable boy by the parents, and in that, girls possesses a very good character. They serve their husband, and for their spiritual growth, and also for their materialistic growth. They take the responsibility of the family and everything. So now, and then in the Vedic system, boys and girls doesn't have an independent choice to choose their, husband or wife. It's goes through the parents. And in text 28, which is the last text for today, Lord says the qualification and qualities what you are looking for a wife, everything Dehahuti possesses, all qualities Dehahuti possesses, and she will soon come to you, and they will deliver Dehahuti to you, for getting married. In this verse, I'll open the, purport. Prabhupada explained, that whatever man propose, God dispose, because only with the grace of the God, one can get the nice wife what he desire, and then wife can help in the grahastha life of a husband to help him into the spiritual progress, and also along with the spiritual progress of husband, wife help for the spiritual progress of the whole family, and help him in all an possible way in the materialistic growth as well. So Lord award all benediction to his devotee according to the Lord's, his devotee's heart desire. And Kadamba Muni here was desiring for a, good compatible wife, and Lord has already arranged that, wife for him before even Kadamba Muni expressed that desire. Because Lord, sitting as a Paramatma, understand everything all about us. So we cannot hide anything or everything. And here we can also understand, like Swayambhuma Manu is, belongs to the Kshatriya, and in the Vedic system, and Kadamba Muni is from the Brahmana family. So there is a tradition of intercaste marriage that Kshatriya can give their daughter to the Brahmana from lower, Kshatriya considered as a lower compared to the Brahmana, and then Vaishya compared to lower, then Kshatriya and Shudra compared to the lowest among them. So what was the tradition intercaste marriage? Like daughter can go from the lower caste to the upper caste, but daughter cannot go from the upper caste to the lower caste. It can go in such certain situation under the approval from the brahmanas. Like we have an example how Shukracharya married to the, because Shukracharya belongs to the Brahmana family, and he married his daughter to the I think Maharaj Yayati, and Maharaj Yayati was a Kshatriya. But that marriage was not happened directly; it was happened based on the approval of the Brahmanas. But intercaste marriages was in the tradition at that time. So here, Kradamba Muni, being a Brahmana, is getting the daughter of a Kshatriya. So that's what Prabhupada explained in this verse. And what we will hear from here onwards, the story will goes like that marriage life of the Devahuti and Kadamba Muni will start. And Kadamba Muni, by pleasing with his services of his wife, he would like to give the Bhagavad Prasadam, like, all the devotional, austerity, what has accumulated all the devotional point. He want to give it to his wife, Devahuti, but Devahuti was not interested at that time because she was more interested to, propagate the progeny. She was inclined to, get the children's. And before the marriage happened, like, Kadamba Muni was given some kind of, promises, like he will take the, he will get away from the marriage life as soon as the, kids will born. And then he will focus on his devotional life. Everyone agreed, and then marriage will happen. But then, Lord has also told Kadamba Muni that, I will also born in your family as a, Lord Kapila will born. And we will hear all how Lord Kapila, born, and how he teach his mother, and how, Kadamba Muni will depart from his service, from his marriage life, and go to his next life, next service, next ashram. So that will all come, it's very beautiful. Prayers of Devahuti will come in next few chapters. So I would like to pause here, and I would like to thanks everyone to listen to me and attend this class. And please forgive me for any mistakes, if I misspoken anything. So Granth-Raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Bhaktavind ki jai. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Himanshu Prabhuji. Thank you so much for wonderful class, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.